y'all, it is me. I am here, and today we're going to start the probably what is going to take multiple filming sessions, Makeup Declutter. Now, this is a declutter that I've probably been planning on doing since like 2020. Most of y'all know, come 2020, we hopped off to Tennessee to take care of my grandmother, and then I came back and I got a job and I do night shift, and so makeup content and makeup on a whole has kind of been put on the back burner. However, I have a dilemma. I have this beautiful drawer filled with makeup, mostly Jeffree Star palettes because they're huge and obnoxious and ridiculous to store. And I need to get that makeup to fit in here because we have grown out of the 4 drawers here, which is kind of sad if you think about it because that's a bunch of makeup. But I figured we would at least start the process. I'm pretty sure the majority of this is, I don't know. We're just going to have to go through and see. I'm not going to be doing like a separate video for eyeshadow palettes or a separate video for highlighters and such. We're just going to go through, do a sweep, and hopefully make some sort of, I don't know, some sort of progress. Now, I do have some things that I have already decluttered, sort of off camera, just as I've been moving from one place to another, traveling this way, traveling that way. So, let's go through this drawer, and then I'll show you those things, and then we'll go to the 4 big old drawers. Obviously, we have got the ginormous Jeffree Star palettes going on here. As much as I whined and complained about this one, I've actually used it multiple times since then, and I actually enjoy it, except for the fact that it's huge and terrible and awful to store. I've got the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette. Y'all know I paid a pretty penny for this, and so I am going to use it until I use up those 3 middle shades there. The mattes, kind of whatever, but I do love those shimmer shades. Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. I always get wrong which side this opens on. This one, it might be reaching old to the point of maybe I shouldn't put it on my eyeballs. I keep it merely for like nostalgic reasons. It's very aesthetic and beautiful, so I keep that one sort of as a, I should pull it out. Who wants to see like palette rotation? I am going to be doing makeup rotation now that I'm getting sort of back into makeup. Keeping this palette by Spoiled Cosmetics. This was sent to me by a subscriber. The quality of this is absolutely wonderful. The only shades I don't like is this one because it's a pressed glitter, that one because it's a pressed glitter, but the mattes are really beautiful. These 2 shades are gorgeous, and that one is stunning as well. And we've got the Alien palette. I remember absolutely losing my shiz when this one was released. This sort of started my love for the purple and the green. Oh, I need to pull this palette out more. See, that's why I need to declutter my shiz, because I've got so much makeup with makeup and my life. I kind of want to just keep what brings me joy. Let's see here. Then I've got this one. This one I actually haven't even used yet because when I got it was sort of when, you know, I wasn't doing makeup. It's looking pretty washed out on camera, but this color story is absolutely gorgeous. It is grungy, it is orangey, it is reddy, it is everything that I could absolutely want, except for the fact that this packaging is the most stupid, ridiculous thing. Why? I'm not going to be taking this to the Met Gala, okay? And I mean, it doesn't even it's just a why? A couple easy ones. Natasha Denona Love palette. Y'all know these $65 ones. They are ride or die for me. And so I've got the Glam palette right here. Absolutely gorgeous. We have the Sunrise palette. Again, absolutely stunning. And the Bronze palette, which was sort of probably the diamond in the rough. I did not expect to love this palette nearly as much as I do. Okay, so we're keeping all the palettes. That wasn't, and they got all fit in that drawer. Oh my goodness, I've got my work cut out for me. Then I've got the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette right here. Another one that I really enjoy, so I'll be keeping that. And then we've got all sorts of kinds of blushes and highlighters and shiz up in here. Some of this stuff I have had for so long, and I mean, I'm not going to get rid of it just because I've had it for like 12,000 years. If it's still good, I'm going to keep it. And this is sort of where it gets rough because y'all know I like my blush collections. These are the Kylie cosmetic blushes. These and her highlighters are two of my absolute favorite formulas. They went on sale and I got some. Did not expect to like them nearly as much as I did, but those are staying. What else have we got? We've got all these Laura Geller ones. I'm pretty sure these are all of them. These have been a favorite on my channel for a long time. Absolutely love that one. Tropic Hues is a favorite. Ooh, this one's really good. This one, pink buttercream, so good. These are beautiful, beautiful illuminated blushes. If you like illumination and shimmy shiny, well, not like glitter shimmy shiny, illumination, slightly sun-kissed. I love all of these, and that's my problem. Then another sort of obvious keep. These are the Patrick Ta blushes. Again, a absolute favorite going on up in here. Got 4 of these. Let's see here. I pulled this one out of a declutter, I think, because I want to use it more because it's just so pretty and shiny and illuminating. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, got to keep my Give Me Glow. What's this one in? Transcendent? Or is this one too dark? That one might be a wee bit dark for my pasty complexion. So I'm going to move that aside. Obviously, not getting rid of any of my Kaleidos highlighters. They released like 3 other ones. And if they're not like crazy limited edition, I want to get those. Absolutely love this. Love it as a highlighter. Love it. Pop it over a nice blush to give it a shock of shimmy shininess. Then I've got this highlighter. Oh geez, this is before I'm going to work, so I don't know if I want to highlight anything. I mean, swatch anything. Is it broken? No. I'll put this aside with the Gimme Glow one and I'll swatch it and see. Then I've got all of these AOA Perfect Studio blushes. These are from Shop Miss A. They're like $1 each. And for being $1 each, if you're trying to build up a makeup collection and you don't have a lot of money to invest, I highly, highly recommend these. And I've decluttered a fair amount of them. I think over there I have a drawer full of decluttered products that I haven't gotten rid of yet. I've got these ones here, which I picked, you can't really tell with that one, but I picked sort of more neutrally colors. They are all matte, which is probably why I don't use them a fair amount. Oh, that one's not a neutral color. But again, makeup rotation. I really want to get back into just using products that I have and just using makeup in general. So I am going to hold on to them. They're a nice, affordable option, and they are nice quality, especially for the price you pay. Then I've got this one Laura Geller. Anyone interested in seeing like a video series where I pull out products that I'm not sure if I want to keep and like use it or lose it? And like, you know, try it out maybe on camera or just over a period of time and really make a decision about whether this deserves to have a real estate space in my collection, because I have so much. Okay, here's another Kaleidos highlighter. Probably my favorite one, probably just because I don't have the Prophecy ones. Oh, I want those ones so bad. But this one, oh, words cannot describe how absolutely gorgeous that is. Then we have, oh my goodness, probably one of the, this is an example, a perfect example of why Soraya should not buy whole collections anymore. These are the Colourpop X Disney Villains, and these are like the Super Shock ones, which are like the squishy ones. I would use these mostly, I think, as like Probably blush toppers. There are a couple that would make really pretty just straight up highlights. But again, because I have issues, I bought a bunch of colors that would not necessarily work for me because I have issues, lots of issues. I mean, come on, Soraya. That's like a bronzy. That's not even a gold. You can't even blush topper that. Oh my goodness. Is now what brings me joy. I feel like they totally lost a missed opportunity. They could have made this like a greeny sort of highlighter to kind of call homage to the green magic color, which is the superior magic color. Oh, let me see here. Oh my goodness. That one's pretty. You can't see it on camera. It's kind of got a peachiness. I'll keep that one. Oh, geez, what does this one look like? That one's kind of like a bronzy gold. Set that one aside. Oh, set that one aside. That's way too freaking dark. Keep this one got here. Oh my goodness, set that one aside. And keep Ursula. Another Laura Geller right here. Keep that. Then I think these ones are just, these ones I am keeping. I absolutely adore the face products in this collection. I don't even care that they don't match. See, that is a nice peachy shimmer. I can use that over a blush. I'll keep telling myself that, so I'll feel better about keeping stuff. I've used this one in conjunction with another highlighter. Y'all know my trick. If you've got a highlighter that's a little too dark or you just want a hint of color, take this and then mix it with like a quote-unquote neutral highlighter. I usually use Star Island by Ofra. And then we've got Giselle going on right here. Probably way too dark for me. It's got a little bit of pink. We'll keep that, obviously. And then Cinderella, which works beautifully and perfect for my skin tone. Absolutely love this highlighter. Okay, these. I have had a love-hate relationship with these Ciate. Does Ciate even exist? Still exist. I've been so out of the makeup stratosphere for quite some time. They're so pretty. I want to love them. I feel like I've pulled them into a rotation. I don't know how many times. This would again be another like, use it or lose it. So, oh, geez, this hurts. This hurts. Oh, geez. Should I put things in like a pile where I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna use it and lose it. Yeah, I'm gonna make that pile of use it or lose it. Then we've got Give Me Glow right here. This one I need to put aside and swatch to see if it's okay for my skin tone. This one I'm keeping. Absolutely gorgeous. I usually add a little warmth to this one. Again, this one I would mix with, say, Rodeo Drive by Ofra, because that's a little bit dark for me, if I'm being honest. Then, obviously, the holy grail of holy grails, the Give Me Glow Halo. Almost cried when I finally got this in my hands. Then I have these, these Wet n Wild ones. I don't know. Wet n Wild has gone through so many quote-unquote transformations where they're like, oh, we're going to put our blushes in rectangle packaging and now it's going to be a circle packaging. I haven't even used any of these. I've taken the stickers off. I think I had no, I haven't taken the stickers off. Have I? Some of them I have, some of them I haven't. And this needs to go into the trying new makeup because I would like to do some videos like that. Keeping this Juvia's Place quad, this needs to go in trying new makeup as well. Is it not absolutely beauteous and gorgeous? Want to get the other one, but for now we have this one and we'll keep. Obvious we're keeping the Kaleidos Duo Blush. You know. These are a fave. These are immaculately formulated, and you're going to pry these out of my cold, dead hands. And then we have another, this is going to be like a use it or lose it. Geez. I'm going to put it in the use it or lose it category. Because, I mean, I feel like when it comes to declutters, I don't want to hold on to things just because like, oh, I spent my money on it. But at the same time, I spent my money on it. You know, it's like, fling the money away. This I am going to get rid of. This is the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass, which I love the name. But this was just really, really dry as someone who is a almost by the time this goes up, a 32-year-old. My under eyes are not youthful, but just too dry and does not work for my dry skin tone, skin type. So this is going to be decluttered. And then last but not least in this drawer, I have got the other Kaleidos Lo-Fi Dual Blusher. Love this one. Love both of them. I want to get more Kaleidos products when I get some more money in. Okay, so for this round, this is all keep, which is kind of frightening because this is like enough blush and highlighter for like 3 people. And then this is the swatch later when I'm not going to work at some point in this video. I might break this up into multiple parts depending on how long each part ends up being. Like I said, this is going to be use it or lose it. This is going to be, I'm keeping this. I know these I'm going to try out on camera. So we're going to have a bin for trying new makeup. And we are decluttering this. Actually, I mean, honestly, that's just so freaking dark. This one, that one's looks like it's lighter, but in person it's really not suited for my skin tone. And that one is a beautiful, beautiful gold, but I've got beautiful golds. Okay, I'm going to bite the bullet. These, they're just too dark. They're just not suited for my skin tone. Unlike the Disney princess whatever ones, those ones I can make work and whatever. They've got enough peachy or whatever to them. These ones are just metallic and not suited for my skin tone. So these gonna go. I've still got an exorbitant amount left over, but every little bit of progress helps. Because this is gonna take multiple videos, just because I'll be filming when I get off of work and I'll be filming before I go to work, depending on how I am. I have sorted things into nice little baskets. Keep, use it or lose it, new makeup to try out, and declutter. Not gonna lie, y'all, it has been so long since the last time I did declutter, I kind of can't remember what I've shown y'all that I've gotten rid of and that I've kept. So this is a box of stuff that I have set aside to declutter, and so I'll show you guys what I ended up decluttering. First on the chopping block are these liquid frosts from Jeffree Star. They're pretty. I'm just not a liquid highlighter person. I don't like the dispenser. They're just honestly too much work for me to deal with. So those are getting decluttered. Oh, I don't know if I showed this, but this is the Too Faced Unicorn Tears. It is glitter in a bottle. Gonna give it to my nieces. Their parents will hate me, but you know, it is what it is. Then continuing on with Jeffree Star Cosmetics. For those of you who know, these highlighters have been a love-hate relationship for many years, probably for as long as I've had them. My rationale is this one, which is ice cold. I have in a Pro palette. This one I also have in a Pro palette. This one, Peach Goddess, I don't think I have in a Pro palette, but I hate storing these. I remember when he released them, he was like, you get so much product. I'm like, I know. Maybe give us a little less product, a little bit more manageable packaging. This one is from one of his summer collection, like forever ago. I just don't use it. The only one that I love this highlighter. This is the Dramageddon first time around, the Eclipse one with Manny MUA. I'm actually having second thoughts, so this will go in the use it or lose it category. These will be listed up on my Mercari, as well as these. All right, what else have we got? This, I think I've decluttered a while ago, but this is a Physicians Formula powder. It's gonna go. Urban Decay powder, it's gonna go. Urban Decay Illuminating powder, which This was back when I was buying anything and everything. If a brand that I kind of liked released something, open. If a brand I liked released something, I bought it. But this is like, for pasty people, this did not illuminate or brighten. It's more like an all-over face powder. And unless I'm like a teensy-weensy bit tan, it does not work. Pretty packaging, though. Look at that. Ooh. However, pretty packaging does not benefit it keeping. Another powder. This is the Becca Pink Frickin' Haze. I kept it. I got this one at Marshall's. And I kept it because I was like, oh, well, I can use it when I'm doing like a fancy editorial look and I want a slightly pink haze. Gone. A NYX Radiant Finishing Powder. Gone. Then I've got a bunch of different foundations. Here are all the foundations. I mean, these ones, I'm such a moron. This is literally like purging all of my poor choices in makeup purchasing. These I got at Marshall's. These are freaking Ever Matte. At what point have I said I need a matte foundation? Why did I buy these? They're going. Kind of in the same vein, I believe these are also Conceal and Define Full Coverage. Y'all know your girl do not need full coverage. So I've got these two right here. They're going. This is, I mean, that's a Healthy Glow. Have I used it? I think I've used it. Have I? Have I? I took the sticker off. Let me set that one there. These are two Becca ones I got at Marshall's. I don't know if they're the right color because I'm stupid. That one definitely. Look at it compared to my skin tone. Jeez, it's been sitting in here because I didn't want to get rid of these until I, decluttered them, show them to y'all. I mean, I'm probably not even going to try to sell this. I'm just going to trash it. And then we have 12,000 or 4 of these Milani. Y'all know that if I like a coverage, a fuller coverage, this is the foundation I go for. I'm not sure why I have all these ones here. I don't know if it's the wrong color or if I've even kept it or if they're just old. I'm going to go in and look at the foundations I have in my drawers and in my backup drawer and see, because I like this foundation and I want to remember why I was getting rid of these ones. I mean, that one's obvious. That one is not my skin tone. And then we have the Fenty, oh my goodness, what is this even called? Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. That does not look like a good color for me. I feel like I'd look all kinds of ghosty. I don't think, yeah, that one's gonna go. This one, this is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. This one I think I tried in a trying new products. I am going to put this one in the use it or lose it because I've kind of always been like, we'll try it again. We'll see if we can give it a fair shot again. So that'll be in the use it or lose it. And then this one was a favorite. It's just way too old and ganky and cakey and janky. I love this foundation. It's a nice mid coverage, a really good color match. I got this from Octoly back when I was doing Octoly. So that one's gonna go. I liked it though. I'm getting rid of it just because it's old. All right, we've got some assorted products here. I finally said goodbye to these Pixie by Petra highlighters. They're just something, I kept them and they were beautiful and they were just something I wasn't reaching for anymore. I used them a lot when I got them. This was one of those Lumi. This is another Shop Miss A product that I kept a couple of these. I think we'll find out when I haven't touched my makeup in a long time. So it'll be interesting going through my drawers, but this one I just wasn't reaching for. Here is a bronzer product, which y'all know your girl don't bronze. Pretty sure I got this at Marshall's. This is a Becca two-tone bronzer, whatever. I continuously buy bronzer thinking that at some point I will use it, and I never do. So this one's going. Then I've got these Makeup Obsessions. This was a brand at Target. I kept a couple of these, and these ones were just again, because I'm a moron, and I'm like, I need all of them. I'm going to buy even the ones that don't suit my skin tone. So these are gonna go. And then we have this NYX a bit when everyone was doing that jelly highlighter. I'm so glad I didn't buy the ones from Too Faced that were like $32 each. I was a little squeamish about buying this one at like $10, but no, I'm not keeping it. Then I have got these two here. This one is a blush that I had held on to for forever. I was able to find it's this really pretty like pinky blackberry shade, but I found something that was comparable in my collection, so this one can go. And then a little bit painful is my cute little Kevin Aquan blush, which I got at Marshall's, which is a beautiful, beautiful shade. I really don't need to keep more makeup, but I'm gonna put this in the use it or lose it category. And then we've got some more, this thing. Oh my goodness, I hated this so bad. I was like, okay, it was like a moisturizer, but it had a really, really unflattering tint to it. So this is gonna go. Did not work for me. Next, not necessarily because it's a bad product, it's just not something that I've been using or I see myself using. I still have 1001 facial setting or hydrating or whatever kinds of sprays that I'm trying to use up. In the same vein, I'm getting rid of my Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I do not need a long lasting. If I'm going to use any kind of setting spray, it's going to make me dewy. This do not make me dewy, so it's going to go. Another Marshall's find that ended up not working for me is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer. I just didn't like how it looked with foundation on my skin tone type, whatever. Y'all know, out of everything that I've tried with Kaleidos, I do not like this product. This is the only product that has done me wrong. I am just not a fan. I love, one of y'all recommended the Milani one. That's what I've been using every time I do my makeup. This just wasn't for me. NYX Pore Filler, just not a thing I'm gonna use. Got some concealers here. This is the Colourpop one. This one was so freaking dry. No filler because it's like spackle. Hated it. Wet and Wild, just wasn't a huge fan. And the Kat Von D one, this one is just too dark. I mean, this is old. This was old when it was at Marshall's. This is like old packaging. Like, ugh. So just goodbye. Then one that makes me kind of sad, I had to bite the bullet and just get rid of these. These are the Kat Von D Metal Crush. Are these the metal? This is also really old. Come on. Metal Crush eyeshadows. I have greens. I have whatever that color is. I have that color. I have blues. I have purples. They're just old. I'm concerned about putting that near my eyeballs, so they're gonna go. Along with these two really cool ones. I think I've gotten rid of all of my single eyeshadows now. Here's a random single eyeshadow I'm getting rid of. This was, I think, in a beauty box that my friend gave me. And we are getting rid of the Kat Von D foundation in Pasty. I think this is one of the lighter shades that they had. I got this one for being a vampire and being all kinds of dark and gothic because they don't go out in the sun and shiz. But it's just not a foundation that works with my face. It's high, thick, spackle coverage level. And I don't need that. And then these two Milani facial oils that I've been trying to use up and they just stopped doing what they were supposed to do. So those ones will get emptied out and hopefully recycled and crap like that. I'm trying to be better about recycling at least some of this mess because just throwing crap in the trash feels so bad. But this is all that I've decluttered from here, minus these three products, which are going to be in a use it or lose it. I am not sure when this stuff is going to be on my Mercari. I'm only selling the stuff that's, I mean, I'm not going to sell freaking dollar eyeshadow on my Mercari. It's not worth it to ship it. Some of this stuff is just too old to sell, so I will, I don't know, make a Twitter or whatever when we reach the point that we are in fact decluttering and selling and doing all that jazz. Okay, so another day and some more decluttering. I think that at this point I'm going to go through all this stuff, and then that'll be another video with all of the footage that I took of the other stuff that's going to be in this video. And then after we accomplish all that, we will in fact tackle these drawers here, because there's a lot to fracking go through. This is some stuff that I've decluttered off camera. I have no idea if like y'all have seen this stuff already in a past declutter. It has been a while since I have decluttered. It has been a while since I've touched makeup. Excuse me, burp squad. I don't know about how you all are, but when it comes to declutters and I declutter things and it's like something I spent my money on and shiz, I'm like, I don't want to just... I mean, like, just getting rid of it feels like such a frackin' waste. I do have, my girlfriend has some of her friends who like makeup, so after I do declutters and anything I can't sell or anything like that, or I can't give to nieces and sister-in-laws and stuff, I'm gonna send her pics to send to her friends to see if they're interested in any of it. But enough with that, let's just go through and see about declutter. Use it or lose it, and anything that I might take my take back about declutter, because I am an indecisive little baby. We're going to start with these two Urban Decay palettes. Initially, I was going to declutter these. These are pretty old if you consider in the eyeshadow palette game. These are fairly old. I think these are some of the last things I bought from Urban Decay before I just stopped buying from them because nothing interested me. And looking at them objectively, they're both really pretty. They don't have a huge amount of gradation to them. You know, I hate that pasty, here pasty, but I actually think this would be a fun video of trying them on camera and seeing how I feel. So this is going to be in a use it or lose it category. Sadly, this is one that I have to get rid of. Not because I don't love it. I have a review for it. If y'all are interested in seeing reviews, I will desperately try to leave them down below. Y'all know I suck at that. But I have to get rid of this one because I opened it and it looked like this. Look at it. Oh no. I know it's because I moved in with my parents until I figure out nursing and my life and everything like that. And we don't have central AC. And in Virginia, it is humid as F. And the humidity got to this and it murdered it. I actually want to replace my Gemini and get the new quote-unquote Gemini at some point. This is sad. Some of the best shimmers I've ever used, but that is nasty. It's gonna go. Another one that's gonna just go just because I reviewed this with the bronze palette. I'm pretty sure this is one of those Natasha Denona. This was a dud. This was just, like, that was okay. And then these creams were just really not up to the quality of the two blush palettes she did like this. It just is not the same formula. Not the... Lovely. Yep, dug my nail right in there. Not the same formula, not the same consistently. Super disappointing. Probably even more disappointing than the Trio Chrome palette from her. All right, I'm pretty sure I decluttered these ones on camera. I don't know. It's been so long. The Lorac Pro 3. What is this? Three. Yes, 3. It's just a bunch of, Werner Herzog's, sad beige colors for sad beige makeup. It's just, I used to rave about the Lorac Pro palettes. I absolutely still love the 1 and 2. I don't have them anymore because they freaking old, but this one just, it's got a lot of pastiness and not something that I'd be reaching for, so it's gonna go. Then I am pretty sure that I decluttered this one on camera. Oh, Millennial Pinks, it sucks. It's gonna go. Let's see here. We've got some Colourpop. I reviewed these, did not like them. Now, these ones I might go through. I'm pretty sure I have an empty Z palette or some kind of something with Colourpop shades in them, because I love these shimmers here. I love some of the shades here. This one was pretty stinking pitiful. So I'll probably just take some shades out and give the rest to like my nieces to play with, because these are good shades for little girls. But on a whole, was really disappointed with these ones. Moving on, we have got some Colourpop. This is the Wild Nothing. These all basically suffer from, oh, I was on the Colourpop website and they were having a sale and I needed to get freaking free shipping, and so they had that one. It's just so redundant in my collection. Not my favorite formula from them. They've got two shimmers that are like the Colourpop Super Shock shade. I don't love that in a palette. Then the Garden Variety, which is a wee bit better, but it's just got so many frackin' shimmers in it, and like that one's pretty, that one's pretty. I don't know if I'd even want to attempt to depot this. I am not a depotting expert. And then we all know how I feel about this one. Also reviewed this one, and it just... Again, I might declutter. Y'all know that this row is like, hello, but I have these colors from Colourpop. I have these colors from, I mean, honestly, these are just a collection, excuse me, Burp Squad, a collection of shades that they already have in their monochromatic palettes. Now that is a beautiful yellow. So, declutter, potentially depot some shades. We'll see how annoying it is. I've got some Juvia's Place. These were just, I mean, this one's just too simple. I don't know. I really wanted to like these, and I just kind of wasn't in love. And then this one, which is a more my type, just those shades are really similar. They're just not my jam. These are frustrating. Y'all know that when it comes to Huda Beauty, I love what I love, and what I don't love is usually a pretty significant miss for me. And I mean, they just look so pretty. This one's got, I feel like there is some similarity. We got pasty. We got, basically they all have that shade in like, is that the same? Looks like the exact same freaking shade in all three of them. That's a frackin' cop out. But I have not tried using these with the new primer that eye primer, which is the Milani one that I love. My makeup game has improved significantly since then. So these I'm going to put with the Urban Decay and have it be a use it or lose it. They're going to be whole videos on that, so stay tuned. Excuse the cat litter. My son is a very messy boy. Then one that I'm kind of, this is the Sugarpill Fun Size palette. I might keep this one now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm kind of, I love dressing up and everything like that, but I'm kind of trying to accept a new me, a less like all done up, like being able to be feminine while still not being like wig and full hair and full beat. So trying to do like 1 or 2 colors on my eye. So this is also going to be a use it or lose it. Then I don't know why I have these ones in here. I don't know if I used them and I wasn't a fan or what, but these are the Midas Cosmetics. They're all freaking, well, no, they're not all matte. Why did I not like these? We got that one. Oh, we got that one. Did I use these? Yeah, they've got... This is going to be in a kind of I'm not sure pile. Then come the big ones. Are y'all ready? We have reached the point where I have decided to declutter part of my Anastasia Beverly Hills collection. Y'all know that this... The connection to the ABH palettes, I have broken the umbilical cord. I used to be all like, well, I have to keep them all because it can't separate the family. And I've gotten to the point where if I don't use you, you ain't family no more. You know, this is the Self-Made World Traveler palette, which objectively is pretty, but also, there we go, frickin' focus. Objectively, I have all these colors in much more cohesive palettes. There's a lot of pasty shades going on here. I just don't use it. Then the Artist palette, which again is pretty. Single shades in there, like the yellow and the green and the purple and everything like that. I've got this shiz. I really do. So I don't need it. This one was a little bit difficult for me because you all know I love drag. I love Alyssa Edwards. She is one of my favorite queens, but I have these in so many different palettes, in palettes that are truly invested in the formula of bright colors. I love Alyssa. I love just whatever, but I'm not going to be using this palette, and I'm not keeping it because, oh, it's a drag collaboration and I have to keep. We're not living that life no more. Then the Prism. Is this Prism? I'm pretty sure this is, yes, Prism palette here. It's got some really pretty shades in it, like Throne right there. Dimension is really pretty. Eternal is pretty. But again, I have so many of these colors in palettes that I'm actually going to reach for. Then last but not least, this is the Self-Made palette, which is really pretty. Again, it's like an objectively... It's pretty. It's a nice palette. I do love the witchy shade there. Deep Purple. Isla is pretty. Hot Chocolate. But like I keep saying, I got this shiz. I got this shiz in formulas I absolutely love. I do not need it in a palette that I'm not going to use. Oh, what else have we got here? I thought I decluttered these. Oh my goodness. These are a whole bunch of the Tartelette palettes that I don't use, but... like, looking at my makeup and how I'm doing my makeup now, a part of me wants to keep these and do, because, like, looking at this one now, like, that's really pretty. We've got 1, 2, 3 stupid pasty shades, and then the original Tartelette right here, again, got a few pasty shades, but as an all matte palette, I am not mad at it. Oh, I know a lot of people swear by these palettes. I mean, there are a lot of palettes people swear by. Did they have the Tartelette Bloom, that big one? I was like, is it 2013 again? But, oh, I am sorely tempted. I mean, I bought this makeup. I paid for it. I am going to put this in the use it or lose it category. Then this one, oh, this one tears me. This one is so conflicted. I reviewed this one while I was in Tennessee taking care of my grandmother. I love the colors. I saw this shiz and I was just like, F me up. The matte to shimmer ratio, the shades, everything about this shiz is absolutely gorgeous. I had an awful time when I don't even think, did I review it or not? I was doing and playing around with it and it turned out terrible. In the midst of getting my makeup ready, I went out to help take care of my grandmother. She had to go to the bathroom or something, and my aunt looked at me and she was like looking at me like what? And I was like, what is it? She's like, your eyeshadow, it looks so dusty. And she's seen me wear makeup 100,000 times. And so for her to say that, I was like, I know, it's terrible. So this is going to be a use it or lose it just because it's so beautiful. The colors are just like, F me up. I'm going to try it again with that new primer and see, because Give Me Glow, when they do it good, they do it good. When they don't, it's powdery and dusty and dry. So again, this is going to be a use it or lose it. Another palette that I'm definitely just getting rid of. This is one by Kimchi Chic Beauty. I did a whole face of reviewing her stuff. It's just not a formula that I love. It's not something that I see myself really reaching for, so that one's gonna go. And I'm pretty sure I don't know how long I've been holding on to some of this shiz. I've got the Urban Decay Sin Afterglow palette. Can tell how dated this is. This shiz is so old. It's got the 3 highlighters down here. It's got the blushes up here. Y'all know that I am a sucker. A absolute sucker when it comes to face palette with shades I'm not going to use. I mean, I feel like face palettes that have like multiple different shades, especially for bronzing and contouring, is very, again, 2012, 2013. I think we've moved on, though. In an anti-haul that I'm going to be filming, I have quite a few face palettes in it where I'm like, does this feels like a throwback in not a very good way. So this one, I've got so many face palettes, and this one does not jump out to me as like, yes, put it on my skin. It's amazing. So it is, in fact, going to go. And then, oh my goodness, Tartist Pro eyeshadow palette. A part of me is just like, why have you been holding on to this shiz for so long? I am 99.99999% sure this shiz is decluttered. I mean, not decluttered, discontinued now, but I loved it so much. I loved how you had the rose that worked so well. You could mix and match. I sang this palette's praises for a long time. For palettes like these, as pretty as they are, for all of y'all who have been with me for an extended period of time, you know this shiz is old. And so you get to a point where you're like, do I really want to put it on my eyes? Is it, oh wow, owie. Palette just bit me, but, like how long am I going to hold on to this shiz for, like a use it or lose it? Is this just like a purgatory area, sort of outer darkness before they get doomed and condemned to die? Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. For right now, it's going into, like, momentary purgatory. I will try to use it, and if I don't, I'm gonna lose it. Y'all know I hate this palette. This is the palette that gave me an absolute identity crisis. I was like, I'm good at makeup. I know how to use makeup, and I love Colored Rain, but this palette sucked. It had, I like had a near freaking panic attack. I love those two green shades, absolutely beautiful. Hated the shimmers. It was all dry and nasty and patchy, difficult to blend. Absolutely one of the worst palette experiences I have ever had. And as such, it is going to love the packaging, love the aesthetic. Everything about this had everything going for it, and it failed. I don't know why this one is here. Why are you in here? I love you so freaking much. What are you doing in here? I don't know why that one's in here. Keeping that one. And then, last but not least, we have the Tati Beauty palette, which, oh, looking back on it, I was like, oh, it's such a great idea. It's got all those pressed glitters up there, which honestly are some of the nicest pressed glitters I've ever used. Not gonna lie, but this palette is exceptionally rudimentary. These shades are the same, but you're not getting any depth. You're not getting any dimension, really. It's like, okay, we're going to put one shade on there, then we're going to slap a shimmer on that, then we're going to put some glitter on that. It is just not an amount of work that I feel like I'm going to be putting in here. I also have serious issues with Tati Beauty on a whole. I've got videos discussing and addressing it, and I don't feel the need. I'm not drawn to it. I'm over it. It is not a thing for me anymore. So for that, we have got this wonderful pile of decluttering. They're just going to go. It's going to be gone. Then we've got a keep. What's with these ones? Why did I try to use you and I just not like you? Focus, thank you. I'm not sure, because that shade looks like something I'd have F me up. That shade's pretty, that shade's pretty. I love that shiz in the middle. This one's really pretty too. I don't know what my issue was with it. Maybe I tried using it and I got frustrated. So for now, these are going to be going in the use it or lose it. I will try to make videos of that at some point. I do night shift work and everything like that, so time and availability to do makeup is kind of limited, but I do want to jump in and get more content created. So for right now, that is where we at. I kind of addressed all the bins that I have, all of that stuff there. We've got a fair amount of stuff to declutter. Next we're gonna go through the drawers, which I know is gonna be so freaking difficult because, like I've said, I have grown out of those drawers. There's no more space. There's no more space. We are at full occupancy. So I'm not sure, because y'all know I love my blushes. I love my highlighters. I love all my makeup. But I have got a lot of it. So we're just going to have to kind of move forward and take it as it comes. So definitely stick around for that next declutter. That is also going to be kind of like vlog style, just going through the drawers and doing all that. Hope you enjoyed this section of the declutter, and I hope to see you in the part 2 finale of the declutter that I've been trying to do for like 2 years. So thank y'all for joining in. I love ya, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!